and send that link in there. Hey guys, it's Maymay and my trusty sidekick.
Vinny is still here.
We're not exactly sure. I think we know where you're at. I'm sorry, Shannon's here too.
This time she forgot about me.
I've done it 3 times and forgot it the 3rd time. Shannon is going to send you the link. So if you're watching in the replay and you're like, this is a weird intro, because somehow we went live back where we were again. I don't know why. So I had to start a new one. So Shannon's going to put that link in. So all our chatters will come in a few minutes. If you weren't here for the first show, we did this little scrapbook frame, which this is my frame that I use that I have magneted the picture in so I can change it out. So like, I'll show you, my last picture was this one. The grandbaby seemed to be what makes the appearance in here, isn't it? So this was our last, look how little Emmy was. Oh my goodness. Look how little her was. Not Addie girl, look at that face. Oh, Addie girl. She is the cutest thing. She cracks me up. She saw Pops the other day. We were at Meemaw and Granddad's and they came over on Monday. And Pops had gone to get lunch. We had the whole family over and he had gone to get lunch for everybody. And when he walked in the door, she went, well, first off, they opened the garage door. She heard it open. She said, somebody here. Like that. And I said, yeah. I said, who is it? She said, Pops. I said, it is Pops. And so when you came in the door, she saw you. What's the first thing she said? Pops, come here.
Yep.
It's the first thing she said. Mir, come here, Pops. So she's so cute. I'm sorry, Kim. I was hiding. I was like, let's see how long it takes for him to find us. Kim said, stop hiding from us. Grandbabies are the best. They really are the best. I'm working on Emmy. She's warming up to me. But she was much better this week, I think. She's warming up to me. She came to me. I didn't even tell you, did I? Jared and Sam walked in the door. Addie, of course, hugs, love, blah, blah. She was with Jared. Her mom was standing next to her. I waited a minute, and then I went like this, and she leaned down and came to me just like nothing.
Ain't that something?
It is something. That means she's warming up to her grams. It takes a while to get used to me, y'all. Y'all know. I'm reading your comments. So, what do we got to talk about today? Vinny, you have something going on you want to talk about?
Well, we got a little sale happening right now, and it's for all you poor folks that are snowed in or frozen in or whatever. But 20% off in the store. Use the coupon code SNOWDAY21. SNOWDAY21 gets 20% off most items in the store. There are the usual exclusions, but they're available to you. Welcome, Lori.
Would you look on the Product Parade channel? I have a video for Tack and Peel. Yeah. Mo, she's going to link you a video for Tack and Peel. I have one over there for you. I don't have it near me or I would show you. I'm not even sure. I'm not sure where my Tack and Peel, but I've got a full video on that one. You need a compass. You were lost. We were lost too. We tried 3 different places before we could find where we were going. So we're here now. We're here. Tamitha, you might need to share this link out. I don't know. We'll see. What y'all want to talk about? We have the sale that's going on till tomorrow. We have the cricket classes that people have been asking us questions about. Those are coming up in March. And then, we have a handful, literally, a handful of bunny bottom wreath kits. A handful. Do y'all want to see it? I'll show it to you if you do. Literally, when I say a handful, and that's it. There won't be any more of them for the season. That's all of the spring ones we're going to, that's all the spring ones we're going to do, right? Yeah. We'll be doing summer after this.
Yes.
If we can get wreath forms.
Yes.
Okay, so let me show you this dude. So look in the little camera. Here's what he looks like. There's his ears. They're buffalo check. See his little ear there? And here's his other ear. And then here's his hind end. He's so cute. And with this kit, I'll put it in the big camera, but it won't show very well. With this kit, you get the full video tutorial that teaches you how to do this from start to finish and all your supplies. Like you won't need anything. I guess you'll need scissors. Yeah. What else might they need? You'll just need scissors. And we even include your ruler. Like we include everything in your kit. I'm going to put him back on the wall because he's too big for over there.
Yeah, Michelle, I'm sorry. Our shipping cost to the UK and overseas is outrageous. I promise you, I don't mark it up 1 penny.
You will not believe this. You actually get the discount. We don't even keep that.
Yeah, because of how much postage we buy and purchase, we get a pretty good discounted rate, and we pass that discount on to you guys. We don't make 1 cent off of shipping. If anything, we lose quite a bit.
And I have talked to every person I know to try to make it better for international. The only thing we possibly could do is try using a different company, but the setup for that is just so hard. And it's ridiculous. I totally get it. I want to tell y'all something. Shannon has a friend from Germany who can't get crafting supplies and asked her if we were going to be doing any more wreath kits. And Shannon said yes. And she said, I want a wreath kit. And we're like, no, you don't. There's no way. It will be ridiculous. She's in Germany, okay? We figured it out. Her shipping was more than the kit, and she paid it because she wanted it. Like, she said, I can't get it here. She's like, there's nowhere here for me to find it. I want that kit. I'm paying for it. I was shocked, but I understand it. I mean, I guess if it were me, I'd feel the same way.
We'd about do the same thing for forms right now.
I would pay for forms. It's true. I would. Yay. Rosetta. I don't feel like that's right. I feel like it's Rosita. Rosita received her Cricut Joy. Thank you for your introduction video. Looking forward to more tips. Thank you. I have more tips. We are going to get back to filming pretty steady. I got a bunch of stuff going. on.
A bunch of stuff.
Yes, my Aunt Lolly, my stamping class in the store is the same as the last Made It Con. It's the one I did. It's actually the one we did at last Made It Con, the virtual Made It Con. We found some very similar. Lori asked if we're going to get any more of these in. We found some very similar. We added them to a cart today, and Vinny has got to place orders this afternoon, so I'm sure he'll be ordering that. It's not exactly the same, but it's extremely similar. So yes. Connie, I don't doubt that. They sent $4. Let me tell you what's really bad. I'm not complaining. I love my post office. I do. In December, what day was it? Like the 11th or the 12th of December, Shannon and I went to our post office. If I go to the post office and pay the higher shipping rate through my post office, typically Garrett doesn't have to pay a customs charge. Usually I pay it on my end somehow. I don't know how that works. Ignore the screen going away. We're not doing anything right here anyway, so it's flashing. But I shipped his Christmas present on December 10th or 11th. As of today, he still doesn't have it. It cost me $70 to ship it.
Yeah, something like that.
It was like $70. He still doesn't have it. Not to mention how much stuff was in the box. And that box is probably gone. Like, I mean, I hope it shows up. I told him yesterday, I pray it shows up, but it's just gone. And so I think altogether that was probably about $130 worth of stuff that's just gone.
Okay, Janice says you're still on the Crafter Show.
It says the Crafter After Show.
Can you open the other one and see? It was acting weird, so I don't know. Or she may be in a delay and was over there a while ago. I did a Christmas wreath for my mother-in-law and mailed it via USPS from Mississippi to South Texas, $40. Yep. I cannot ship a wreath, period. Period.
Well, you can imagine the cost of mailing the Stamp Club. It went up 11 cents per envelope.
Terry, tell me what that means, what's going on with the Bama Collab Vibe. Tell me what you mean by that.
They were asking earlier about the drawing.
Oh, they announced it. If you look in the video that I shared, there's a link to their community channel where they announced the winner yesterday. So if you read the description of my video down there, it says to click here so you can go see who won. Shannon, do you have any? I don't know you could go look if you want to go look. But yeah, they announced the winner yesterday on there.
Oh, interesting.
What?
Okay. This says that we're on the Crafter Show, and they were in the Crafter After Show, and the link that we posted brought them back to the Craft Show.
She'll check all that out. Somehow
well,
it worked.
If you're in this one, you're in the right spot. So
yeah, somehow it worked because you're here.
Yeah, and I deleted the other or put private.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that we're still on the. Well, Donna just said you're on the Crafter After Show.
Yeah, because I went and clicked in the Crafter Show, and it's not live.
Okay. Well, just hang in there with us wherever we are.
If you're here, you got us. If you're here right now, you got us.
I made the original Crafter After Show link private, so there's nobody in there just waiting for something that's not going to happen.
Okay, Terry. I was like, did I mess up? Which is that's about the collab. You know what they said, which was so cute. I don't
step
know if
out
I'm
for a
supposed to
second.
say this or not, but I'm gonna say it because y'all don't. I mean, it's no big deal. The Crafty Cousins told me the other day that everybody enjoyed having me, and that some people were upset that I didn't join their competition they have come. No, some people were upset that I wasn't going to be in their competition they have coming up. I didn't know about the competition, and apparently you were supposed to sign up for it or something. So if you think that they didn't want me in it, it wasn't that. I think you were supposed to sign up to be in it or something. I don't know. But she said that they had to explain it to one person because they were concerned that I wasn't in it. But I was like, well, that's flattering. They were concerned. But I didn't know about it. So, all right, what you want to talk about? I have nothing today. We have complaints about shipping too. We could tell you all about.
Oh, you have these.
Oh, I have some letters. I didn't even
We have
know, or
two.
either cards.
I haven't opened them yet, though.
Yay! Oh my goodness, these are cute. This is from Julie Bush. Look at this. I didn't even know this. Okay, sending you monster hugs. Look, our monster, and she drew her own monster, but she used our wings for his arms, the mouth and the eyes from the set, but she drew her own monster shape. That's super cute.
That is cute.
She says, Happy Valentine's Day. Vinny and Maymay, wishing you and yours a Valentine's Day filled with love. Paul and I just celebrated our 35th wedding anniversary on February 8th. Can't believe how time flies. I'm getting ready for my shoulder repair surgery on the 16th. She's already had it by now. We need to check
Yes.
on her. Prayers would be greatly appreciated as I know it will be a tough one. Love to you, your family, staff, and the cutest girl, Shannon.
Aw, shucks.
From Julie Bush and the CEO, by the way. Julie, we need an update. We'll have to message her. Where's Homestead? Homestead, Alabama? Please tell me that's not the case. Hey, Maymay and staff. Oh no, it says this came back to me because I put the wrong address on the envelope, so this is definitely going to be late. Haha, hugs. This is her Christmas card. Look how pretty it is. It's so pretty. Oh, it's a lot. I don't know if I can read it. Let me pull it back. Yeah, I'll read this after a while. I'm not really sure because it doesn't say. But it's beautiful, and it's from Paula McAllister. Look how beautiful that is. I love it. I love that poinsettia. You say poinsettia? I say poinsettia.
Poinsettia.
I say poinsettia. I don't say poinsettia. I say poinsettia.
Poinsettia.
I know it, Kristen. I know it. She talked about her last two orders sat at the post office in Birmingham for 2 weeks before moving. They're going to be a day later, too, because I know yesterday, or the snow day, they didn't move. You actually subscribe to Crafting Cousins? Awesome. That's the whole point of collabs, for us to meet each other. We got a lot of people that didn't know I existed, like especially because it was a lot of Alabama viewers and they didn't know I was here, and that was really cool. Oh, God love him. Amy Dixon says, my husband is a city carrier. I can tell you they aren't any happier than their customers are about the delays. Here's the thing. We are friends with, I think, every employee at our post office. I mean, not every driver, but most of the drivers and most of the staff, we're first name basis friends with. First off, we're in a small town, but we do a lot of business with our post office. And let me tell you, like on Tuesday, they called us and they're like, are y'all going into the office? And we're like, no. And they're like, we're like, don't make a trip to us, you know. And I mean, because that's the kind of relationship we have. And they are just as sad. They struggle just as hard. There you go. There you go.
Bless you.
I'm sanitizing. Woo. Where did Vinny go? He stepped out. It's the life of Vinny. Sometimes he's Julie. Her surgery went well. Shoulder pain, no fun, but I'm more concerned about the poor woman who was have surgery on Monday. She's doing well. We talked to her. She's talking about Renee. We talked to Renee. Yep. Holy cow, Michelle Blue's mailman delivers at 8:30 p.m.
Wow.
Look, Vinny's little spot is just sad looking. It's like he's had enough, which could be the case.
Well, you know.
Oh gosh, 8:30 at night. I'm sleepy now, y'all.
Yep.
Bug, I'm just like you. When I order something, it is the most fun. I've got, I ordered an Apple Pencil for an iPad we had. When did I order that thing? In December? January?
It's been a little while.
Oh, it was supposed to be here January 25th, and it never showed up. And then they were like, we're trying. And I finally just canceled it because it wasn't coming.
Hey, y'all, Vinny's back. They're worried about you.
Well, it was funny because your little area's just so empty. Just like, he just said, I'm out of here.
Oh, there's Renee.
Renee! Wait, I
You're
don't see
doing
Renee.
well.
There she is. I'm here and doing well. Y'all are so sweet. I love that y'all remember each other and pray for each other and think of each other. That's awesome. Vince, do you see that Michelle's mailman delivers at 8:30 p.m.?
That poor person.
That's my favorite. Michelle said we need a poster cut out of Vinny like they use at football games. What she's talking about is fathead. We need a fathead.
A Vinny fathead
We have a Joe fathead, actually.
that I decorated.
Oh my goodness, all y'all shoveling. Cindy, that's terrible. Her sister's a carrier and slipped and hurt her knee and was back at work the next day. Y'all, Vince's best friend, Jeremy, is a postman. He's worked for us and he's a postman. Y'all know about Jeremy. But on Monday night, I love Vince's friends. I have friends like Shannon and Brenda. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have these close friends that I chat with and stuff, but not, Vince is so cute. He called him, he's like, dude, are you working tomorrow? He's like, yep, we got a 2-hour delay.
Yeah, I think so. They had to be in at 10 or 11.
Yeah.
Like
And he was like, man, I got all my hunting clothes. And he was like, just come get them and you wear those, blah, blah. And Jeremy's like, I got it figured out or whatever. But Vince was just like, you're going to freeze. He was so worried about him, but it was so cute. Heather says she calls her son Fathead. That's funny.
I guess that'd be a good one for Noah. He's got a big old noggin.
Oh, that's cool. Thanks, Terry. Y'all, I have learned, yeah, Renee, Honey Bunny, she remembers. I have learned a really cool tip for the Scan and Cut and our SVGs, any SVGs, but our SVGs in particular. And I'll be filming that after Shannon gets done.
I did done.
Oh, are they done?
I did it.
I'm excited to show y'all. Not now. I'm not showing you now because it's really cute. So we miss Brenda too. She needs to zoom in. I wonder if we could get Brenda on the phone.
I don't know.
Would she freak out? I can't. My phone's up there.
You want to use mine?
I can get Brenda to do a Zoom. She'll do that. She's missing people too. Every time, God love her, every time she's like 14 days and can come see us, somebody around her is exposed. Every time. Hadn't she, Shannon? I mean,
Yeah.
every time, y'all. Like, first it was, her daughter's a teacher. So first it was all the quarantines all her grandkids would quarantine at her house. They would go to her. And then it was a friend of hers, she attended a funeral and somebody there had been exposed. And it was a very close friend's funeral, so she had to attend the funeral. But then it was another situation she was exposed. And then this last time, her grandson got it and she was exposed. And she had called us and said, okay, I'm coming on. Like, she'll tell us, I'm coming on this date at this time. You know what I'm saying? And then she's like, sorry, can't come. But at least she's keeping us safe. We appreciate that. But every time.
Look at you, Michelle.
Nice.
What? I missed it.
Bought a 28-foot motorhome so they can come visit when life changes.
I want a motorhome. I don't want a motorhome.
We want a camper. Blake
We
wants
want a camper too. We keep saying we're going to get one and then we don't.
I'm not wanting anything right now. I'm very happy. Well, I want another Joy machine.
Well, Julie, you tell Paul that Vinny said hello.
She sent us a card.
I want
Valentine
coffee.
card. A Valentine card.
I want coffee.
You want coffee?
I want coffee. I hadn't had any coffee today.
All right. Been snowed in since Monday. I need to go back to work as the snacks are constantly calling my name. Your mic's not, you don't have your mic on.
Yeah.
I'll put it on.
I don't know
just
what
didn't
to
turn the
talk
switch on.
I don't know what to talk about. Y'all tell us something to talk about. Talk about that I need some hair color. It's rough, y'all.
Me too, but I'm getting mine cut.
I am proud to see that the CEO is taking good care of you, Julie. That's important. Us good husbands got to stick together.
I don't know why the price, Aunt Lolly said why the price of Skin and Cut go so high. I don't know why they went up to the point they did. I do know that I saw one Was it on their website? That was a pretty good price. I think I did. I'm not sure. I don't know why. And I'll tell you what, it doesn't appear to be the newer ones that are that expensive. It's the older ones that are. And I'll also tell you that I was very disappointed because I started having the mat issue, which everybody was talking about. Like, everybody said, I got a mat issue. Well, I started having it. So I contacted them, and I was not happy with their response. And then I wasn't. It's the truth. So then I had to order new mats. So I ordered 2 new mats. It's not their fault. It was my fault. I should not do that. It was my fault. I wasn't happy with their response. However, it was my fault. That's the truth.
Well,
Yeah.
you're still, you need to clarify.
It was my fault.
You need to be more, explain just a little bit.
Well, because I didn't use, you know how I tell y'all don't let your machine sit in the box, make sure you use it, make sure you use it? Well, I got the new machine and I enjoyed the new machine and I played with it several times. But then when we were making things, the one we would use was the other one because it was already plugged in with the other machines and we would just use it. So my DX kind of sat for a while because I didn't use it. So when I did go to use it, everything was fine. And then a little while later, my mat messes up and I'm like, well, now I'm having the mat issue that everybody talked about. And so when I contacted them, it was longer than 90 days. Not their fault, my fault. So I wasn't happy with the response, but also that it was my fault. Maybe I wasn't happy because I had messed up. So I bought 2 new mats. And I'll tell you something, they're working fine. Ironically, check this out. I loaded one in, loaded like a dream. Took it out, loaded my old mat, went crooked. Isn't that funny? Did it twice even. Tested it twice. New mat worked, took it out, old mat didn't. New mat worked, old mat didn't. Like that.
So big X across that old mat.
Put
Oh,
an
they
X
got
on
it.
that
Well, the old mat, here's the thing about it. I do know how to load it now. Like I have it, there's a trick to it. So
Jen says their customer service is horrible.
you had to get it just right. But once I got it in there just right. But I will tell you that I believe, see, this is the old mat versus, oh no, the new mat was in there. Did it come out?
Well, this one's wrapped in got cover over it.
Oh, I had it in there. Did it fall out?
I don't know. It's been
me
laying
see.
there since I came in.
It must have fallen out. This mat, I think, oh look, that's funny. I think this mat is a little thicker. I really do. I think this mat, the newer one, is a little thicker than the older one. And I think that's why it works.
I felt different textures.
I don't know. I'm not going to mess with it too much because I don't want it to stop working. But I will tell you I have a workaround about it. Here's the deal. Once you get that mat loaded, you really don't have to unload your mat. Like, put your mat in, get it loaded good one time, and leave it there. And when you're done with it, just put your plastic cover back over it and leave it in the machine. It won't matter. Unless it might spit out the next time you turn it off and on. It probably does. But once I get mine loaded in there, I just use it and don't unload it. Like if I want to cut 4 or 5 different things, I just don't unload it until later. Now, I don't have any problems with it cutting. I want to make sure I say this. I have no problems with it cutting. I know people struggle with it. But again, it's how you talk to your machine. And I'm not talking about like how you talk to your plants, okay? It's how you talk to your machine. You have to know how to tell it what you want. So I don't have a problem with the cutting situation. Matter of fact, it cuts really nice. Matter of fact, the DX cuts better than my old one because the DX has a smoothing function that the old one doesn't have. Y'all know, like who's got the old one and the DX? Like who's got the 350 and the new one? There's a smoothing function of some sort that the other one doesn't have. So.
You have a link for the new mat?
Can I get it? Let me get it. Do you remember how to get it?
And Miss Tony wants
I
to
need
know,
to
will
show
there
you.
be a virtual Made It Con in 2021?
I don't know. I want to have a real Made It Con, but I don't want to have a real Made It Con, like at the same time. And the virtual, we talked about doing a virtual, but I don't know why. I'm a little stale on it. Why am I stale on it?
I got it.
Up there in that corner, got it? Wait, did you get the one I ordered?
Uh-huh.
You went to my orders? Okay, I just want to make sure you're sitting, because I
Yeah.
looked at a bunch of them. I don't
Yeah,
want you to
went
get
your
the wrong
orders.
one.
I went to your orders. So you do text, right?
Yes.
In that top, yeah.
Yes. Now she's going to share with you an affiliate link, and I want to make that clear. That means by purchasing from my affiliate links, we get a commission from that. I want to make that clear. I have to tell you that. Oh, Kim trolled. I'm trying to say scrolled and trolled. troll Facebook Marketplace until she found one worth buying. Y'all heard my theory on that. I'm nervous about it. But my theory is if you can get one for 30 or 40 bucks, take a chance, right? But don't pay full price for something that somebody's already used. You don't know how they used it. She said her body needs a smoothing function. Oh, that's funny. I have two makers. 1-1. A scan and cut and a joy. No excuse that I'm behind on cards. Well, not necessarily. Because you did two almost back to back in 2020. Is that why I'm burnt out? Maybe so.
It's a lot of work.
Margie wants to know about a Craftercropolis.
How do we do a virtual Craftercropolis?
I don't think you could do a virtual Craftercropolis.
Does virtual just make me sad? I think it's that.
We're tired of virtual.
I'm so tired of virtual.
If you did a Craftercropolis, we could still social distance.
But we couldn't. We wouldn't.
We wouldn't. There'd still be a lot of hugging going on, I'm confident.
That's the thing. We're going to do it again. I'm sorry. I read this thing. You know how you get to the point where you're like, because if I did a virtual event, here's the problem. I would want it to be small enough that we could Zoom so I could see you. Do you see what I'm saying? And in order to make it that small, okay, here's what we talked about. What Shannon and I knocked around. If I taught, this is where it gets so hard to explain it.
When things clear up, it will be different.
Yes.
But we can't plan now for when things clear up.
Yeah, I
Let's get
can't
closer.
schedule. Like I can't. I told somebody the other day I knew that Caleb has scheduled their cruise for 2022. You know, I would love to schedule an event for 2022. The problem is, if I reserve a spot, I guarantee you now it's going to be like, if you can't have I bet things are different. If you can't have your event, you lose your money. I guarantee you. You think about that. Okay, listen, here's what I was thinking. If I taught the same class for 3 days, Brenda taught the same class for 3 days, Lisa taught the same class for 3 days, which we did last time. But maybe we taught it, we would be dead if we did that. I was thinking maybe if we taught it twice in a day, we would be so tired from that. I'm trying to figure out how we could do it with Zoom so we could see your faces and actually be in the room together, kind of. But I don't know how to do that and anybody get to enjoy it.
And we can't do it on Discord because we can't control who's in there. Like, I mean,
Discord's problem
everybody's
is,
in there.
well, one thing about Discord is once we have 24 people in Discord, you can't have another video. You can have more people in the room, but video's cut off at 24 until we reach other levels. And the other thing about Discord is we don't get to keep that. Like with Zoom, I can record it and keep it. With Discord, I don't get to keep it. I saw Christopher's doing a staycation event. And here's what I need to tell y'all, because Shannon even said this. Our virtual event was successful. Mm-hmm. It was not a bad event. We had a good event. We had good turnout. We had good, we had no one really with issues. Not our first event, our second event. Our second event. Our first event we had issues, but our second event we did great.
First event was all issues.
It was, our first event was issue after. Not for us. We had 3 teachers that had no issues. I want to make sure I say that.
Yeah.
3 teachers had no issues. Then we had teachers that had internet issues. The Maymay Made It event was not a problem. Was not a problem.
Well, I mean, the only issue we had with the Maymay Made It event was we lost power and had to postpone a day.
Yeah.
But it still went off without a hitch.
It still went off really
well.
well.
Even though we didn't have power and stuff at home.
Michelle says her airline tickets for Made It Con got extended for another year so she could still use them. So
how about you do it 2 weekends in a row? Shenanigans.
it's an enormous amount of work. It's hard to, I know.
Then just do an hour Zoom twice a day. But what are you doing on those Zooms? What are you doing? I know what we're doing in the class. When I teach a class, I know what we're doing.
Yeah.
But in those Zooms, it makes things harder because it's like, first off, I'm not going to charge you to sit in the room and chat.
No.
And I don't know how to, all right, maybe I don't explain this stuff well, but like, so even when we did Maymay Make It, our classes were limited to 150 students, and that was not enough. Like, people were still sad they missed out. Does that make sense if I say it like that?
Yeah.
And we had 50 in a room at a time, 50 in the live. 50 people on a Zoom at one time, I don't think y'all would enjoy that. Would they enjoy that?
I don't think so. I mean, when you had 20-something people on a Discord chat at one time,
It was
and everybody's it's hard to follow.
The difference with Zoom, I mean, the difference with Discord is I can mute people's mics. No. Back that up. The difference with Zoom is I can mute people's mics. Where on Discord, I have to just go, if somebody would turn their TV off, it's so bad on there. It's not the same.
But we can't charge for talk.
I can't charge you to talk. That's not right. Melody did a Zoom event. We had a great time. You might want to. I've already talked to Melody about her event. She did like 1,000 people. Didn't she do 1,000 people?
It was something like that.
And maybe it's just me, but I think if I told y'all there's gonna be 1,000 people in there, I don't think y'all would want to come. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm talking myself out of it. But see, that's the thing, Colleen. When we do these events, you know, I have to pay for staff to do them. I have to do all that kind of stuff. So I do not want to charge you to sit around and talk to us. Does that make sense? See, that's different, Bobby. Zooming with your friends, I totally get it. I totally get it. Okay, Margie, if I limit it to 30 people like a real class, then that means I'm going to have to teach
Like 10 of them.
a lot of classes, a lot of that class.
Well, and then you also have to think about we have to try and get product to teach classes.
Yeah, product has been an issue lately. Getting product has been an issue. I don't know.
A huge issue.
I'm not going to promise another virtual event anytime soon. I'm not. That's why I'm doing these classes that I'm doing, like the online classes and stuff that I'm comfortable with, because here's the whole reason. Listen to me. Because I know in those classes I can give you your money's worth. I know it, without a shadow of a doubt. That's my issue every time. Vince will tell you, Shannon will tell you, that's my issue every time. You getting your money's worth. Because I'm going to tell you what, I would be heartbroken for you to leave the event and go, I can't believe I spent the money for that.
Yeah.
That would crush me. If you've ever been to one of my events, you know we try to go as over the top as we can with it. We try to give we try to give you more than you paid for, and that would be my thing. I would be so heartbroken if you couldn't. Yeah, there's a lot of background noise in there. Tamitha says we can mute on there, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. Maybe Tamitha knows how. Yeah, 50 people chatting can be, yeah.
It can be a lot.
Nothing compares to in-person events. Nothing compares to it. Nothing. Our virtual events were great. We were happy with it. Matter of fact, that's what Shannon and I said the other day. We're like, why do we not want to do one? We were successful. It was good. But
It's just not the same.
I think it's all the prep work we do and all the stuff we do, and then we don't get to see the people.
Yeah.
And then it's like, it's like flat. Just host the Zoom and be present. I don't think I would enjoy that. I'm doing some Zooms with people. We're going to see how it goes. Let me tell you why I don't think I'd enjoy it. Because I would feel like I need to give you something. Explain it, Vince. You know me.
The last thing that she wants is to have a mediocre experience.
I don't want anybody to come into, yeah.
You never want to charge people enough because you want it to be affordable for everybody. But you want them to get way more than what they paid for.
And I'm afraid just going, hey, let's have a Zoom and get together. I wouldn't be able to, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to do it.
It doesn't financially make sense because we
Well,
would
not
have to
even
pay
that.
staff to participate and all that kind of
But
stuff.
not even that. Just having a Zoom hangout, I don't think I would be very fun in that.
Well, we've had some Discord hangouts, and if there's not a topic or a
We just sit there.
something to do, it just like crickets.
Yeah, if I don't come in with a topic.
I mean, y'all say
But
you just
look.
want to chat and talk, but you got to have something to chat and talk about.
But look, that's kind of what we do every Thursday.
Uh-huh. While we're here.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is not going to last forever.
It's not.
It's just not.
It's not.
So it won't be too long, hopefully, before we can just have another in-person event of some kind. So
I hope it won't be. I mean, I would think worst case scenario is a year from now. Do you think? Worst case scenario? What do y'all think? It's just guessing. We're just guessing. But that would be nice. Joe says, is it the camaraderie people want or the project? My issue is I'm a project. If you're going to buy a class from me, you're going to leave with something. You're going to get something. Or if you're going to spend time with me, it's going to be worth doing. So
you're right, Kim. It's going to be a show enough wing ding when we all get back together.
I'm going to tell y'all, I was thinking about this. Y'all think about this. When we can go back to how we were doing things before, the travel industry is going to be swamped. You think about it.
Yeah.
Planes, cars, roads, everything. Cruise ships, they're going to be packed. We're going to be waiting in line to do things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Airbnbs, boy, now's the time to be getting you an Airbnb. You think about it. When it comes back, Airbnbs are not bad now. I mean, just like whatever. But I was thinking about this the other day. How many people are saying, I'm ready to go somewhere, go somewhere, go somewhere, go somewhere. Everybody's going to want to travel. Everybody.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even want to go on another cruise, but I'm like, I'll go on a cruise.
Oh, I want to go on another one so bad I can't stand
Do
it.
you really? Because
do.
After our last one, I was
The
like,
last one
nah.
I said I ain't doing this again, but
And now I'm ready.
I'm like, let's do it. Let's go.
But I don't want to do a 7-day again.
Yeah, you're probably right, Katie. We need to all buy airline stock.
A torture swings. I did one of those like just the other day. We don't have anything new yet, so but I understand that.
We do have some new things coming from Echo Park. We have some new things coming from Mente. We have several new things coming in that I'm looking for to be here any day, but for whatever reason they ain't made it yet. Our Mente order's been sitting in Birmingham for 10 days.
Kim, I feel like we'll be planning a craft cruise as soon as we can.
Susan said, my first trip will be Clanton, Alabama.
That's so sweet. Y'all are so sweet.
Hey, the last cruise we all did together was a blast, other than Amber getting sick.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I've looked at some Florida beach houses, and they're booked solid. You can't get in.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to get
People are traveling.
not like they were though. Well, I mean, some of it they can't. Like cruise ships aren't going.
Well, yeah, cruise ships
Or
aren't, but,
like airplanes
I mean,
are. I
Yeah, but
thought
you
they
think
were
about
limiting
this.
seats in airplanes.
You can go rent a house or a cabin in the mountains or a house at the beach
That's
and take
different.
your family and still stay isolated.
Yeah, that's different.
You know,
But
so-
I'm talking about like cruising or, nobody's going overseas and nobody's doing, you know what I'm saying? You're not flying to the UK or to Australia or nothing like that. So I'm telling you, when people can get back at it, that Paris trip they always wanted to take, they're going to take it. You know what I'm saying? That chance of a lifetime trip,
Yep.
that stuff's going to start happening. I believe it will. You know what's funny? I'm a stay-at-homer. Like somebody talking about how they love staying at home. I'm a stay-at-homer, but I'm ready to do something. I mean, I am ready, and Vince knows I'm a stay-at-homer. Katie says we've got most activities happening except for theme parks.
And see, like, theme parks around here are open. Dollywood's been open.
Yeah, they've
For a
been
while.
open. That's
yeah, I
something
mean,
that
and
was.
Florida's completely
Yeah,
open, so
yeah, like, Disney World's
Aren't
open.
we? I mean, we're open.
I mean,
Yeah.
Alabama's pretty much completely open.
What's not open?
I mean,
I don't
there's lots of people that don't even mask when they go places. Because I was talking
Yeah.
to Blake, and I was just surprised of people that I thought would that don't. So I mean, some people act like it's back to normal already.
Linda, you've already scheduled your next cruise, so they are letting you schedule because I was wondering about that. I'm afraid I'm getting used to being home, and we have 80 acres to walk around, 40, is what our son bought from us. I'm staying at home person also. That's okay if you like being at home. They are saying to book now or you may have to wait and pay. I bet. I find that crazy that you're open. The UK is completely locked down. There are parts of the US that are open, closed. But but I don't think y'all know, let's see, there's a bunch of people watching. So the other day I was reading about a push to open schools, and that seems weird to me because our schools have been open.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't understand, like, I told Vince, I'm like, that's a weird thing because I think they were talking about a 5-step plan to reopen schools, and I'm like, our schools have been open.
I think, like, some of the high schools in around Hoover or something I saw were going back to 5 days open. So I don't know if they were only, like, doing 2 days a week and then the rest all virtual.
Because, like,
But-
Josh...
Yeah, I mean, like, Chilton County's been open.
Well, like, Josh did his student teaching this year. And before he even was through with the student teaching, they were back to 5 days. And that was he graduated in December. And then, now Thomas is still going virtual. He's going virtual. Joe's going virtual because we chose for him to. He's the only student in his school that is virtual. Everybody else is back. Okay. Schools in Louisville are closed. Chicago opening schools was a huge debate. California schools are closed in person.
Now, Montgomery County schools all closed.
Are they still closed?
They
I
closed
didn't know that.
back, like, after Christmas because they had, like, 5 teachers that died with COVID. So they, like, all went virtual.
Yeah, it's interesting to see what Oregon schools are closed. Okay, so Amy works at a school. They've been open except for 2 weeks of virtual. It's so interesting, isn't it? I know my friends in the UK are struggling. I watch a lot of UK vloggers, and a lot of them have just stopped vlogging, and then the ones who are vlogging, oh, I feel for them. This one sweet lady that I watch, y'all would love her. Her name is, her channel is Caroline Mrs. M, and she's a over 50 plus size lady, and that's what her channel is about, so that's why I'm saying that. And I love watching her, and she does try-on hauls and all this kind of stuff. And she did a video the other day, and I literally felt for her. She had gone to the store to get a birthday card for her son who was turning 21, and she realized she wouldn't be able to have a party or do anything about it, and she said she just wept in the grocery store. And, like, I totally get it, and I can't imagine what it's like where you literally can't do anything. Who's this? Tam says, our schools are open with Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, and Thursday are virtual. I don't understand that logic. Do you understand that? I don't understand that.
Well, when they were talking about doing it rotating days here, they had, like, if you had 30 kids in a class, 15 of your kids came Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week. The other 15 came Tuesday, Thursday this week.
So if someone was exposed, it wasn't the whole class.
Then next week they rotated, and the ones that were Monday, Wednesday, Friday would come Tuesday, Thursday the next week. And they, like, just rotated it so they didn't have such a crowd. But, like, I know at Chilton County schools, you're pretty much everything in your class. You don't get to leave to go to lunch. You don't leave to go to the library. You get to leave to go to PE, but that's it.
The only thing open in the UK are essential shops, but no restaurants, bars, clothes shops, etc. It's a very boring life. I'm a nurse, so I'm lucky I have a place to go to work. Can you imagine?
I mean, you just think about how many businesses have gone bankrupt as a result of this.
Let me tell you what my mom, so my mom didn't know this, and I explained this to her this week. When all this started and the numbers in the UK were so high, y'all know Gareth and I are good friends. He lives in London. We were talking about population and how different the population is here versus there, okay? Gareth lives in they call it a borough. Mm-hmm. He lives in a borough in London. And we looked at his borough, and in 3 square miles, they have over 300,000 people in 3 square miles, okay? And then in our area, in our city, or was it our county? Our city is 21 miles, or our county is 21 miles square? I think our county is.
No, county's a lot bigger than that.
Okay, our city is 21 miles square, okay? We have 8,000 people. Now, you're like, that can't be right. Okay, here's a challenge for you. Shannon and I did it. Go to Google Maps, look up London. Just look up London if you're not from there. And then go to the satellite view, okay, and look at how their houses are. like Gareth and I talked, and I was like, Gareth, I could
Yes,
walk,
Tinker.
I could walk down my street, up another street, down another street, back and back home, and possibly never see a person. More than likely, not see a person. Okay, and Gareth is like, I can't crack my window, and I can't open my window and not see a person. So, I think population it has to have the way their transportation is. We get in our car and we drive to our office, right? They get in a train full of people, and so I see why it has to happen like that, but I didn't understand it until I looked at population. And then this weekend, my mom and I were talking, and she didn't get it either. And we started looking at the population of the continents and how some areas don't have a bad case. Like, is it Australia that they had like no cases for a while? And I think I saw they said they've got a few more again or something, but they have like no cases. But then you look at their land mass versus their population and our land mass versus, it has to have something to do with that.
Well, I mean, and it's like New York having to close down. They use public transportation.
That's how they get
so
places.
much more than we do. I mean, we don't walk into a subway and have 5 people cough around you and then have to get off and you go into a huge building. And I mean, it's just so many that you can expose to.
Another thing my mom didn't realize, because we were sitting there and I said, Mom, you got to understand something. You can put the whole of the UK in Texas 3 times, right? And then we looked at it, and if you do it by square miles, it's 5 times smaller than Texas, one state, right? But the population of Texas is nothing compared to the UK. And right here they're talking about, where's it at? Somebody just said it. London has a larger population than the whole of Scotland. London.
Yeah, y'all think about this. Tamitha mentioned 60% of small businesses have either closed or are very close to closing. That's disastrous for our nation's economy. Please support
Your
local
small businesses, your local businesses.
and small businesses. I mean, I don't know where we would be if you guys
It
stopped
matters.
shopping.
It matters so much. Like, it's just crazy. Like, we had a restaurant in town close recently, which was so sad. A family-owned restaurant, and they closed. And they announced on their page, though, they announced on their Facebook that they closed because they couldn't get workers. And that just kind of blew my mind. Like, I was like, but I mean, a restaurant. People are probably scared to work in a restaurant. I don't know. Okay, listen. Heather says, I walk out my apartment door and can be exposed to 6 other households just on the floor of my building. See? It's that population situation. That's another thing we talked about. If you live in New York, there's a good chance you live in a building with an elevator or a staircase. You know what I'm saying? And you're going up 5 flights to get to your 5 is nothing, but you're going up and you pass somebody else. I mean, it's so different.
Everybody has community mailboxes. I mean, it's not the same.
Thank you, Kelly. Hairdressers and nail salons, when you can go there, tip well.
Oh yeah, because you can't imagine the loss of income that they're suffering from too. I mean, you think about it, everybody's ordering takeout. How many times do you tip for takeout?
I did. Well, when all this started, we tipped better for takeout than
Yeah, I understand. Y'all know I do, so.
Yes.
This is a tipper. He loves a tip.
Yes, Tinker, I will be getting more blender pencils.
Somebody said, are our sales up, down, or similar? They are down. And a lot of that is because we can't get product right now. And we knew this was coming. Our distributors told us, be prepared.
They actually told us it would happen in 4th quarter, but it's really happening in 1st quarter.
Well, I think, no, they were saying it was going to happen in 4th quarter of last year, but we're seeing it now. So it's, as soon as we can get product in, it helps. But it's less than it's less.
It's way less.
Yeah. So, scary times, y'all. Thank you. You're so sweet, Mama Disney. That is so sweet.
Yeah, please order from us if you can.
Minnesota restaurants are charging a service charge for takeout. I don't have a problem with. I
understand it, especially if you still have to have employees to prepare all the food and get it ready for the mass quantities. I mean, that we have even the amigos for just the pickups that they have to get ready. I get it.
I have a question. Kelly says I have Walmart deliver my groceries and I do tip my driver. Did they allow you to do that? Because they don't allow us to tip at the pickup. You know, we've asked before if we could tip. You swallowed that wrong, didn't you? I did that last night and I called for 45 minutes. Remember that?
Yeah, it went the wrong way.
Well, we've chatted about whatever we want to talk to for an hour, about for an hour.
Look, Kim, we will not be hurt if you just add us
me.
to your checking account.
Add
It's
me.
fine.
Who
Tell
said
Todd
that?
thank you.
Who
Todd.
said that?
Kim said
Kim
Todd
Dixon.
wants me to add Maymay and Shannon to our checking account.
That's good. We can do that. It's affecting clothing stores? Yes, ma'am, it is. I'll tell y'all something. First off, we're not buying clothes because we're not wearing them anywhere, right? And secondly, my mother-in-law, she used to buy clothes 3 days a week. Would you say that 3 days a week's a fair number? She would go shopping for clothes?
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
she can't because she can't try any on, and she cannot buy clothes in the hopes it'll fit. She's just not that person, and it is affecting them. It is. Okay, yes, you can tip online.
Walmart hires out DoorDash to deliver groceries.
Oh, we don't have Walmart delivery in our area, so I didn't know how that worked.
Well, I think Cats will deliver your groceries.
Yeah, you can do a Walmart order through Cats.
Excuse me. Did you just?
She shall be downloading the app.
No, because I told you my phone on Walmart right now. Walmart workers are not allowed to accept tips. Tipping online means the employee doesn't get as much of the tip. So much to learn. So much to learn, y'all.
Yeah.
I sneak tip people. I tried sneak tipping somebody and they were like, no, they would get in trouble. I mean, you know, of course, another thing is we can't really do the fried mushroom handshake anymore because of social
You
distancing.
can't handshake.
That's right. Can't do
Do
a
y'all know what the
handshake
fried
no more.
mushroom handshake is? Does anybody know?
No.
So I was a King and Queens watcher, right? Well, Doug and Carrie's dad, he takes him out to dinner at a buffet, but her dad he won't let her buy him a meal. He's like, you're not paying for my meal. I won't eat that much. It's ridiculous what they charge. So he says, you go out there and you fill up your plate. And he said, when you come back, you do the fried mushroom handshake where you put a fried mushroom in and hold it with your thumb. And Doug is like, I'm just going to buy you a buffet. He's so funny. So funny. What? CJ Banks is now closing physical stores where I'm going, no, I did not see that. Oh, wait a minute. You pay $12.95 a month to Walmart for grocery delivery, then a tip on top of that. I'm with you. I hate grocery shopping. I hate it. I mean, did you say, yes, y'all need to watch her. I need to send y'all to her. Caroline, will you look up on YouTube so we can give them a link? She's Caroline Mrs. M. That's her channel name. Now, she's British. Just go tell her she's British. But I just love her because am I 2 years from 50? 2 years from 50? Is that right?
Over 50 life.
2 years from 50?
Fixing to be 40.
40 is nothing. 40 is a new 30. 50 is a new 75. I don't know.
This lady.
Yes. Carolyn Mrs. M. I love her. Will you link her? She is so cute. And now here's why I say she's British. Let me say why. Because she buys clothes from British locations most of the time. Like, it's not clothes I can get. But I like seeing her try them on because I go, and we're not really built alike. I just like her. And she also tries out makeup and stuff. And for our older skin, you know, I love that. Lolly B, everything is on sale except for the usual things we can't put on sale during a sale. So like stamp clubs are not on sale. Misty products are not on sale. Is that it?
Wreath kits.
Wreath kits were not on sale.
Classes.
Classes. Things we always can't put on sale are not, but everything else is. You just use the code SNOWDAY21 when you check out. Carolyn M, there's her link. Y'all go watch her. Bug, we're the same age. That's cool. My dryer died yesterday, and Honey had to find parts locally because Sears closed all parts stores. What? Did you know that?
I know they closed a lot of stuff, yeah.
Yeah, we closed our, Susan, you watch her? I just love her. What is it about her? And she don't really, I mean, I just love her. She's no nonsense.
Already on sale items aren't on sale, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Restaurants, okay. Everybody's different on what's open and what's not open. All right, guys,
See, that's the thing about, I'm gonna say this, and y'all,
don't.
but the restaurants want you to wear a mask inside
You just don't understand
when
it.
you walk in, but when you sit down, you can take your mask off.
I've tried to explain it to him. Don't try. Don't try. I get it. I understand it. Don't try to explain it to him. It doesn't matter.
It makes no sense.
It doesn't. Just don't try, y'all. Sometimes you just don't try.
It makes no sense.
Because then they get back up and they go to the bathroom and they don't put their mask on. They
It
go to
does
Well, aren't they
make
supposed
sense.
to? Aren't they supposed to put the mask on when they go to the bathroom?
You're supposed to.
It makes sense because they don't want you to be in the foyers or the vestibules or the areas close to each other, and then the tables are already 6 feet apart. So
But
when
we're
you're
all
there,
breathing the same air in a confined space.
but I mean,
How can it
but
work?
I've tried. I'm not gonna try.
Anyway,
I've tried. Monogram stamps aren't taking the discount.
Taylor has fixed that. So if you had any
It's been
issues,
fixed.
email info@maymaymadeit.com and Amber will help you.
You know, I think at one time they were an excluded thing, and we might not have we might not have clicked them to change.
But
Karen's
Taylor,
with Vinny.
Taylor said she got the monogram stamp, so it's
I mean,
fixed.
I can justify it if it makes sense,
Oh man,
but it just don't make sense to me.
That's why
Jen,
we
I
don't
think
eat
that was
restaurants
funny.
yet.
I think that
That's
was
why
funny,
I stay at the
Jen.
house. That's why I stay at the house.
I think
We
Jen
have
had typed something
Carnix.
funny but misspelled something, and she took it away, and I wanted to read it.
We have Carnix.
What?
We have Carnix. Car picnics.
Oh, they have car picnics. I was like, car
We go to our favorite restaurant, we order food to go, and we sit in the car and eat it. We have a system down.
I wanted to see. Have y'all seen the guy that did the mask where he had one at the top and one at the bottom, and when he ate, he opened his mouth and they split? Have you seen it?
I've seen them for like bands, like college bands. They have a mask that has a gap, so they could like put their instrument. Yeah.
I mean, if we're,
Oh, I
I
see
mean,
what you're
y'all
saying.
think about this,
I
okay?
thought you were talking about like college rock bands, like
We-
dorm room bands.
We have not gone to, we've been to a restaurant 3 times to eat since March of last year. And that's awful.
Marion said that's why it's a high risk situation,
Well, we don't go.
because it's a high risk
'Cause
situation.
to me, it don't make no sense. But,
We don't go. Listen, on it wasn't Valentine's Day. When did we go to Prattville? The day before Valentine's Day.
Saturday.
Saturday, the day before Valentine's Day. Vince was like, you want to go out for Valentine's dinner? And I said, more than you can imagine. And he was like, we're not going to, though. I said, we're not going to. Nope. And I'm to the point that I will shop now because I can keep my distance. Like, I'm good at it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will, like, not go down an aisle or, you know.
You should hear Noah when people start getting close. He's like, no, 6 feet, 6 feet.
Back up. I'm with it. I can do that. I mean, I'm not going shopping. Like, I'm not going clothes shopping or anything like that. Like, I'll browse. You know, for a while we wouldn't go anywhere but Rustic, only when they would let us go in private.
Yeah.
And now we just I think we go to Rustic every Friday.
We're also manning our booth though when we're going.
True, we have to go work our booth.
So it's not all joy.
I swear I saw something funny that somebody was going to write about keeping your molecules to yourself. And it went away.
Melanie, okay, Melanie explained it.
Where?
It can't get you when you sit down. Now that makes sense.
If
That's
they'd
the
have just
best
told me
explanation.
that,
If they'd have just
that's
told
so
me that
funny.
years ago, yeah.
We're not doing this. We're not having this conversation. Let me tell you why. None of us are experts. None of us know. No one is an expert. I think there's people who are getting smarter about it now.
They don't have a clue.
I think we're getting smarter. Honestly,
I'm sorry, I don't want to get off on it.
No,
'cause
let's don't be
nobody
silly.
wants
Let's
to
don't be
know how I
silly and
feel
think.
about it.
Here's what I'm saying. Let's don't be silly and think we have not made some strides,
Oh,
because we 100% have made some strides. We
I
have
agree.
figured some stuff out. But I still don't know that anybody is like a professional on it, you know. But I think we've made some strides. So I just love that we still get to talk to you guys like this, and we still get to. Well, it's kind of sad. I'll be excited. I'm excited that Amber's going to come back to work 2 days a week. That's it. And still, so y'all know, here's who's in our building. Me, Vince, and Shannon. Thomas and Jenna. Josh and Taylor. And Noah.
No, it comes in every afternoon.
And that's it. And that's been that way since April. We've had no employees except us here. And the only reason we've been able to do it with Shannon is because Shannon and Blake are in the same situation that we are in, where they have to be careful with their parents and all that kind of stuff. And so we've been
We're
Shannon
vaxxed now, though.
Shannon doesn't go anywhere either.
But, anyway.
Jay-Z is, I'm a nurse and I'm familiar with this topic. We not going there, though. We not going there.
Yeah, I probably said more than I should, but.
No, everybody has their confusions about things. You're always confused about those restrictions. I'm always confused about the numbers, because if you read the article in our state, I don't know how everybody else's state is, but in our state, they give you this chart and you read the chart and it says a number, but then you go read an article underneath it and the article says something completely different. And I've been that way since day one. I've been like, why do these numbers why are our articles not match up? But again, it is what it is. So thank y'all for being here today. We're going to have prayer together. We'll pray about it. We pray about it all the time. I know y'all are too. And let's just hope, breathe, Vinny, he's not upset.
Oh, no. I'm not upset at all.
No, he's not upset. We used to it now. We used to all of it now.
Look, I do what I do to protect my parents.
Yeah.
Period. So.
And let me say this, and other people too, because we're very careful at our church. We are meeting in person and have been for a while, but we have literally measured off, like, we're very careful. Everybody at church wears a mask, which I'm very proud of them. They've been doing really well. And so the people we're around, we try to protect. We do our best to anyway. All right. Do you think you need to pray?
You haven't prayed in forever. Why don't you
I
today?
prayed 7 times today. Thank you very much.
On the live show, you hadn't prayed in a while.
I've been praying a pretty good bit. Thank you very much. Oh, I hate that, Jen. We're not doing that. We're not about that. We're not about nasty. Let me tell you what we're about here. Love. Why? I've said it 1,000 times. We're all in the same ocean. We're not in the same boat. We're in the same ocean. And you're in a different boat than me, right? So everybody agrees with that. We're all in a different boat.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what matters. God is the same today, yesterday, and tomorrow. You're right.
And
All right.
forevermore.
Let's go to him together. God, thank you so much for this day and for this opportunity to come together and speak as friends. I'm so grateful that we have this community that loves each other, cares about each other, and literally prays for each other and worries about each other, even when they're not even anywhere near each other in the world necessarily. And I'm just so grateful that you've built this community for us. I say it over and over again, but our viewers and our followers, they just mean so much to us, and I'm so grateful. And God, for those that are out there today that are just as confused as us, I just pray that you'll just give us a little peace today. Show us something to remind us of that you're still on the throne, and that what you have for us is what you have for us, and you're going to take care of us in and out of the times we're in right now, no matter what those situations may be. And God, I pray today, as always, that you will send a cure for this virus, that you will send us something that will just wipe it out and let us to be able to go right back to being with our friends and our families the way we need to, and even be able to enjoy them more, God. And I thank you that I've seen that in my own life, and that you've awoken me to that, and that I need to remember to enjoy every single day with every single person as much as I can. And I thank you for that awakening. God, for anybody watching today that doesn't know Jesus as their Savior, I just pray right now that you'll start to speak to them through us or through someone around them and help them to meet their Savior. God, nothing is more important than that. Nothing in this whole world is more important than Jesus. And I'm so grateful for the gift that he is to us. Thank you so much for technology and for what it allows us to do. Thank you for our loyal supporters who constantly purchase from us and constantly try to help keep us going. And God, I just pray that you'll help us to always look where we can be a help to somebody else, and help us to see that and help us to accomplish that. Thank you again for everything, God. For those that have gone through surgeries this past week, or that have some coming up, I pray that you'll be right there with those surgeons and with those doctors and with those rehab doctors that are helping them to get better after they've had those surgeries. I pray that the medicines will work just as they've been designed, and that their bodies will be back better than ever and be able to do for you in their day-to-day lives. And God, I saw there were prayer requests coming in as we started to pray for every one of those. God, I just ask you'll be very real and very close to those people who have needs today, God. thank you so much. Just thank you's not even enough. I don't know how to express what we feel for you, God, but you are marvelous, and you blow my mind every day with your abilities and the way you just get it done, God. And thank you so much for being that person in my life, for your protection and your provision, as you always have been. I ask all these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thanks, babe.
He's like, I didn't know. Never mind. I was going to say, I didn't have to pray today. That sounds bad. That's not what we mean. All right, guys. We did it. Okay, I looked up to see. Mine has a leak.
Okay.
Oh, her boat. That's what it is. Bug is funny. I'm sorry, Bug is funny. We love you guys. Thank you, friends, for being here. Have a wonderful afternoon. We will talk to you again. I'll see you Saturday with a super fun little project. Sunday with Bible study. Tuesday, we're back to normal. You'll probably see me in between because I'm filming other videos too. So
But don't forget about the sale.
the sale's off tomorrow afternoon.
Goes off tomorrow afternoon.
If for some reason Mente shows up, we will go live because we've
Yes.
been waiting forever for Mente. If for some reason it shows up, we'll go live so you guys can see it. We love you. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for having such a fun, safe, comfortable conversation today with it was very nice. I appreciate that. Because, you don't always get that when you talk about topics.
Oh, yeah.
So I appreciate that. I think we're a very loving community. Have a great one, guys. Bye now.